Game of Thrones, 2011, is more than just a show, it's a global cultural phenomenon. With breathtaking battles, royal intrigue, and stellar performances from stars like Emilia Clarke, Kit Harington, Lena Headey, and Peter Dinklage, the show has been making waves for nearly a decade. Have you ever wondered what they looked like then and what they look like now? Let's explore their incredible journey from Westeros to real life. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next exciting stories. Maisie Williams. When Game of Thrones premiered in 2011, Maisie Williams was only 14 years old, but she caused a stir with her role as Arya Stark, a stubborn, fearless little girl who was ready to challenge the world. With her sharp eyes and natural acting, Maisie transformed Arya from a wild child into the most formidable assassin in Westeros, making the audience excited every time she appeared. Her young age but her energy cannot be underestimated, and it was the role of Arya that helped Maisie become one of the most promising young stars in Hollywood. After Game of Thrones ended, Maisie tried her hand in many fields, from fashion, film production to technology investment. She is also a symbol of the Gen Z generation with her individual style, daring to think and dare to do. Currently, her assets are estimated at about $6 million, reflecting her success despite her young age. From a Stark girl in the North to an international style icon, Maisie's journey is truly remarkable. And if you thought Arya's journey was impressive, then let's take a look back at the Stark elder sister, Sansa, played by Sophie Turner, who is just as full of surprises. Sophie Turner. When Sophie Turner entered the world of Game of Thrones in 2011, she was only 15 years old, a young girl with no professional acting experience but convincingly transformed into Sansa Stark, the innocent Stark lady in the midst of Westeros's conspiracy. Through each season, Sophie not only captivated the audience with Sansa's maturity and resilience, but also showed her increasingly impressive acting ability. From a political victim to the Queen of the North, Sansa's journey is also Sophie Turner's journey of spectacular transformation in the entertainment industry. After Game of Thrones ended, Sophie continued to shine. She appeared in famous films such as Dark Phoenix as Jean Grey, and built a sharp, individual fashion image. In addition, her private life also attracted the public, especially her marriage to Joe Jonas. Although life has not been without its ups and downs, Sophie Turner today is a testament to her maturity from a teenage star to a style and acting icon of modern Hollywood. Kit Harington. Kit Harington made the world hold its breath every time Jon Snow appeared in Game of Thrones, 2011. At that time, he was only in his early 20s, a brand new face in the film industry. But Jon Snow's sad eyes and heroic spirit quickly turned Kit into a global icon. From a despised bastard in the North, Jon became the center of a life-and-death battle and the hearts of millions of viewers. This role not only made Kit Harington famous but also opened the door to a brilliant career afterwards. After Game of Thrones ended, Kit continued to assert himself in major projects such as Marvel's Eternals, and appeared in many quality plays and TV series. In addition to his acting talent, he also owns an estimated fortune of about $14 million, mostly from Game of Thrones and advertising and film contracts. From a young actor that no one knew, Kit Harington is now a powerful face, sought after throughout Hollywood. And even though Jon Snow has left the screen, the name Kit Harington is still a legend in the hearts of fans. Emilia Clarke. Emilia Clarke. In 2011, Emilia Clarke rose to fame when she played Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, a role that defined her career and turned her into a global icon after just a few episodes. At that time, Emilia was almost an unknown face, but with her enchanting beauty and queenly aura, she conquered millions of hearts through her powerful journey as the Mother of Dragons, from a sold slave to a conqueror of the throne. More than just a character, Daenerys has become an indispensable part of popular culture, and Emilia Clarke is its soul. After Game of Thrones, Emilia continued her brilliant career through films such as Me Before You, Last Christmas, and joined the Marvel Universe with Secret Invasion. Despite experiencing serious health problems, she always maintained an optimistic spirit and inspired millions of people. Emilia Clarke's net worth is estimated at $20 million, a figure that reflects the remarkable success of a girl who once dreamed of playing a small role on screen. Now she is living proof of a real-life fairy tale. Lena Headey. Lena Headey sent shivers down the spine of the world as Cersei Lannister in Game of Thrones, 2011, a ruthless, ambitious queen who calculates every move in the game of power. With her cold eyes and sharp demeanor, Lena makes Cersei one of the most memorable villains on screen. Surprisingly, she almost turned down the role. But it was her decision to take the role that propelled Lena Headey from an independent actress to an A-list Hollywood star. After Game of Thrones ended, Lena continued to shine in projects like Gunpowder Milkshake and The White House Plumbers, and also voiced a popular animated series. Despite going through many personal upheavals, she has maintained her form with a stable career and an estimated fortune of $12 million. Lena is not only a talented actress but also a symbol of strength and personality in the entertainment industry. And behind those royal battles, there are also less prominent characters who leave their own mark, like Joe Dempsie as the surprising and attractive Gendry. Joe Dempsie was not the most prominent name when Game of Thrones, 2011, began, but the role of Gendry, a strong blacksmith with royal blood, quickly attracted attention thanks to his rustic masculinity and attractive demeanor. Although he did not appear too often, every time Gendry stepped onto the screen with a hammer, viewers were curious about what role he would play in the battle for the Iron Throne. Joe Dempsie brought a smart, honest, and potential Gendry, making this character indispensable in the hearts of the audience. After Game of Thrones, Joe continued to develop his acting career in TV series such as Deep State, Skins and Pieces of Her, proving that he was not boxed in after the famous series. With an estimated fortune of about $1 million, Joe is not the most prominent star, but is a typical example of perseverance and quiet efforts in the entertainment industry. And if Gendry represents perseverance, then Alfie Allen, who plays Theon Greyjoy, is the perfect model for a haunting and touching journey of redemption. Alfie Allen took audiences through a range of emotions with his role as Theon Greyjoy in Game of Thrones, 2011, one of the characters with the most complicated and painful journeys in the series. Initially an arrogant traitor to the Stark family, Theon paid a heavy price and went through days of physical and mental torture. But it was Alfie, with his subtle and profound acting, who transformed the character from being hated to being sympathetic and admired. This role earned him a prestigious Emmy nomination, affirming his outstanding talent behind the halo of the shadow of singer Lily Allen's younger brother. After Game of Thrones, Alfie continued to appear in many films such as Jojo Rabbit, Night Teeth, and quality TV series, while maintaining his artistic form. Currently, his assets are estimated at about $6 million, a worthy result for a journey full of effort and constant change. And if Theon is the embodiment of redemption, then Missandei, the muse of Noth played by Nathalie Emanuel, represents loyalty, gentleness, and unexpected bravery. Nathalie Emanuel entered the Game of Thrones universe like a breath of fresh air, full of sophistication and charm with the role of Missandei, a former slave who became Daenerys Targaryen's right-hand woman. With her elegant beauty, gentle but determined eyes, Nathalie made Missandei not just a supporting character but a symbol of loyalty, wisdom, and kindness in a world full of calculations. Her sacrifice in the series left a great shock to fans and made the audience love this character even more. After Game of Thrones, Nathalie quickly affirmed her position in the entertainment industry with roles in blockbuster series such as Fast and Furious, Army of Thieves, The Invitation, and international television projects. She constantly transformed her image, proving that she is not only Missandei of Westeros, but a truly multi-talented star. Currently, Nathalie owns an estimated fortune of about $4 million and is increasingly asserting her unique, strong, and attractive style on the red carpet and the big screen. Thank you for joining me on this epic journey of the Game of Thrones cast. We've looked back at some of the most iconic moments and dramatic transformations of characters from Westeros to real life. We hope you found it interesting and inspiring. Don't forget to like and subscribe to continue on our journey. Thank you for your continued support. More exciting stories are waiting for you.